You woke up determined again. Coffee instead of breakfast. A healthy lunch. No sugar. Maybe even a walk after dinner. By bedtime, you were standing in the kitchen eating whatever you could find. Not because you were weak, because something inside your body had already decided the outcome hours earlier. That's the part nobody talks about. You blame your willpower. Your body blames survival. And if you've spent years trying diets, fasting, or cutting calories only to stay tired, hungry, and overweight, there's a good chance you weren't fighting yourself at all. You were trapped inside a blood sugar cycle that silently controlled every craving, every energy crash, and every failed attempt to lose weight. Here's the critical thing to understand. Your body isn't trying to make you overweight. It's trying to keep you alive. I know, that sounds strange. Stay with me because this changes everything. Imagine your body is a busy city. Every cell is a house. Glucose is the delivery truck carrying fuel. Insulin is the traffic officer directing those trucks where to go. When everything works smoothly, the city stays energized, repairs itself, and stores just enough for emergencies. But what happens when traffic never stops? That's where things begin to fall apart. Every sugary breakfast, every sweet drink, every constant snack tells insulin to stay on duty. Instead of directing traffic for a few hours, it never gets to leave the intersection. The roads become crowded, deliveries slow down, houses stop opening their doors. Most people never realize this. The problem isn't just high blood sugar. It's what constant high insulin does behind the scenes. Researchers at Harvard and many metabolic health laboratories have spent years studying how repeated insulin spikes gradually reduce your cell's willingness to respond. It's called insulin resistance. Think of it like neighbors ignoring a delivery driver who rings the bell all day. Eventually, nobody answers quickly anymore. Your pancreas notices, so it sends even more insulin. The cycle gets louder. You feel hungrier, you feel sleepier, you store more fat. Not because you're eating dramatically more, because your body's communication system is becoming distorted. Here's where it gets counterintuitive. Even after eating a large meal, your cells may struggle to receive the fuel efficiently. Your bloodstream still carries energy, but your cells act like they're starving. That's why you can feel exhausted right after lunch. That's why your stomach starts asking for snacks 2 hours later. That's why your brain convinces you that one cookie won't hurt. It isn't a character flaw. It's biology. And here's the thing nobody tells you. One molecule quietly decides whether your body burns stored fat or keeps locking it away. That molecule doesn't just influence hunger. It also sends powerful signals to another pathway called mTOR. The same growth pathway scientists have studied extensively because of its role in metabolism, aging, and cellular repair. Institutions like the Salk Institute continue exploring how these nutrient signals determine whether your body focuses on growth or maintenance. But here's what they didn't expect. The very signal meant to protect you can become the invisible force keeping you trapped in fatigue, cravings, and stubborn body fat. Because once that signal stays elevated long enough, something even more surprising begins happening inside every single cell. Your cells stop making decisions based on abundance. They start making decisions based on emergency. And that's where everything changes. The molecule quietly driving this cycle is insulin. Not glucose, not calories, insulin. Most people spend years chasing low-calorie foods while never realizing that constantly elevated insulin keeps the door to stored body fat locked shut. Your body isn't refusing to burn fat because it's stubborn. It's responding exactly as it was designed to. Imagine a warehouse. Fat is stacked neatly inside. Insulin is the security guard holding the only key. As long as that guard stays at the door, nothing leaves the warehouse. Your body keeps asking for fresh deliveries instead of using the energy already stored inside. That's why you can carry extra body fat and still feel hungry. That's why an afternoon crash sends you searching for sweets. Your brain isn't broken. It's reacting to a fuel shortage created by a signal that never switched off. Here's what changes everything. Instead of fighting hunger, you begin changing the signals your body receives. Morning comes first. When you wake up, drink water before anything sweet. Then eat a breakfast built around protein. Eggs with spinach, Plain Greek yogurt with nuts. Cottage cheese with berries. Around 25 to 30 grams of protein helps slow the rise in blood sugar and reduces the insulin spike that usually follows a high-carbohydrate breakfast. Your body stays satisfied longer because fuel arrives steadily instead of all at once. Midday matters just as much. Before lunch, take a brisk 20 to 30-minute walk if you can. Your muscles become hungry for glucose during movement. They pull sugar from your bloodstream with less dependence on insulin. That's one reason regular walking improves insulin sensitivity over time. At lunch, fill half your plate with vegetables. Add lean protein like chicken, salmon, tofu, or beans. Include healthy fats from olive oil or avocado. Finish with slow-digesting carbohydrates if you're still hungry. This sequence slows digestion and helps prevent the dramatic blood sugar swings that trigger afternoon cravings. Here's the part nobody talks about. Sleep may be one of the most powerful blood sugar tools you have. Poor sleep raises cortisol, your primary stress hormone. Elevated cortisol encourages your liver to release more glucose into the bloodstream, making insulin work even harder the next day. 7 to 9 hours of consistent sleep gives your body a better chance to restore healthy metabolic signaling. In the evening, stop eating 2 to 3 hours before bedtime whenever possible. For many people, a gentle overnight fasting window of about 12 to 14 hours gives pathways like AMPK more opportunity to support your cell's natural housekeeping processes. You're not starving yourself. You're giving your metabolism time to reset between deliveries. Notice the pattern: protein, movement, fiber, sleep, constant meal timing. None of these changes are magic alone. Together, they become powerful biological instructions. Every stable blood sugar day makes the next one a little easier. Every walk improves tomorrow's insulin response. Every good night's sleep strengthens the signals that help your body use energy instead of constantly storing it. Health isn't built by one perfect decision. It's built by thousands of small biological messages your body receives every single day. And once you learn to change those messages, your body often starts working with you instead of against you. But there's another hidden player that can quietly undo all of this, even if your blood sugar improves. Researchers now believe it influences aging, fat storage, and your energy at the cellular level far more than most people realize. And when you discover how that pathway works, you'll understand why two people can eat the same meal, follow the same diet, and experience completely different results.